F1 News: Christian Horner expects Lewis Hamilton headache for Mercedes chief Toto Wolff. Red Bull boss Christian Horner thinks the presence of George Russell will give Toto Wolff a headache when it comes to Lewis Hamilton. The start of the new F1 season is creeping closer, and shots are already being fired ahead of the upcoming campaign. Hamilton will be gunning for F1 glory, especially after what unfolded at the end of last season. The Brit was a lap away from securing a historic 8th title that would have seen him move ahead of Michael Schumacher in the history books. However, a safety car incident then allowed Max Verstappen to reign supreme instead. Hamilton will be racing alongside George Russell this year, with the former Williams star joining Mercedes to replace Valtteri Bottas. And Horner, speaking to the press association, thinks the presence of Russell will give Wolff a headache when it comes to Hamilton. Lewis is going to be massively motivated this season, Horner said. But he's going to have more competition internally because he's got a hungry competitive young teammate who is going to be snapping at his ankles. Life is not going to be getting easier for him, that's for sure. George is going to be a big factor this year. He has been blisteringly quick in all the junior categories, he's one of the standout talents, and dealing with his drivers will give Toto a headache this year. Wolff, for his part, recently insisted Mercedes have never had a number one driver. And that suggests Russell and Hamilton will both be given equal opportunities when it comes to securing the title. We never had a situation where it was 1 and 2, they had equal opportunities and the same car, said Wolff. This year, the interesting situation is we have in George the up-and-coming star, in one seat, and undoubtedly the best Formula One driver ever in the other seat. So the dynamic is new, and clearly it's something that we will try to steer in a direction that has the most positive effect on developing the car and making us overall competitive. Regarding Hamilton, he added, I think that adversity has always made him stronger, more resilient, and determined. This is the attitude I feel in him right now, and, also, the mindset that I see in the team. Hamilton set his best time late on the final day of the 3-day testing stint in Barcelona on Friday, proving he's still very much the man to beat in the process. And he insisted he was happy with his performance in the aftermath, saying, it's been an interesting few days. It's not been the easiest or smoothest running. We have had some obstacles to overcome. We would always want more laps, but I am happy with today. I think I almost got 100 laps in today. So for half a day of running, that's not too bad. We are a little bit behind on the last 2 days. The car is a lot different to previous years to drive, as are the tires. But we're working our way through it. Russell, meanwhile, has insisted there's no point reading too much into the practice times. Even though we are top of the timesheets, I wouldn't read too much into it, said Russell. We have some improvements to make, as we're not fully happy with the balance of the car and the limitations we have currently. But we have a good indication of the direction we need to go in. Russell added, it's been incredibly intriguing, and for all of us there's been a lot of unexpected issues, which have been quite visible. Some teams have it quite well under control, and some clearly do not. Lap time-wise, I don't think it's representative at all. We were obviously on the softest compound of tires, and the C5 is a very strong tire around this track. I think the Ferrari and McLaren were looking incredibly strong,